There now were rats sleeping in his bed, fat and fearless after gorging on grains of abandoned rice. Had calm forgotten him already? Von Lai followed Pa and the guard to the refugee processing building. He tucked his head down to keep the strength of stagnant water out of his nostrils. Dela walked with a mosquito net draped around her shoulders, and Meg carried the bag of cooking pots they'd bought from the family on the Mekong. It bobbled against her hip with each step. The clatter stirred Von Lai's hunger. It was almost dusk, and he'd yet to eat. He could no longer ignore the emptiness that gnawed at him. I'll stop there.
How long a process was it for you to write the entire?
How long of a process? I have a visual aid for that. When I started writing this book, this person here, she was in my belly. She's 9. So I started writing this when I was pregnant with Clara, and then things got a little hectic there. 2 kids, 18 months apart. Where's Aiden?
He's out.
Aiden.
Detaining.
Okay, you'll see him. He's beautified with the cool do hairdo. So between starting to write it and actual publication, 10 years. So, but I sold this in December of 2007, and then you go through the editing process with your editor, a revision process, and then it's a book. Yes.
How did you decide on the picture of the cover?
I have a question. How did I decide on the picture of the cover? And the answer is that I don't. The publisher does that. So HarperCollins hired the painter and designer. I know I'm hopping my peas. Sorry, guys. So authors really don't have any control over their cover until you're J.K. Rowling. Maybe then you might have a say or two. Not there yet. Oh, Sarah wants to know what this picture represents, and this is the scene of them crossing the Mekong River, and it's in the first chapter. You'll see this represented there. Yep. Hi. Ooh, the title was a fun deal. The title, actually, again, you don't have really choice over the title. The publishers can change that. Because sometimes it's a marketing decision what kind of a title will appeal to the audience. And I originally had titled this Skeleton Boy because that was Troy's nickname. He was so thin. And they thought that would sound too much like it was a horror book. So we worked on the title, and it's interesting, I went to the internet and solicited help from friends. And this one gal who knew some Thai and Laotian phrases talked about, there's a phrase called escaping the tiger into the dragon, right? Oh, escaping the tiger into the alligator. And that's similar to our phrase, out of the frying pan into the fire. So it represents getting out of one horrible situation, which was communist Laos, and then getting into the refugee camps, which was a whole other challenge. And there's no tigers in the book, except I went back and named one of the characters Tiger. Tiger Tong. You guys all know that. Tiger Tong. You guys all know that. I have to also say something else, because I didn't plan this. I started practicing what I was going to say in the car, and I felt like kind of a dork, so I just stopped, and I thought I would wing it. But I want to thank all the Laotian people who are here, because this is not just Troy's story and his family's story. All the Laotian people in this room know somebody who's been through something very similar to this. It's very recent history. A lot of people came over when they were adults and had to start from ground zero, including Troy's parents. They came at 50 with no benefits, no 401k, and they started over from scratch. So, forever, all the Laotian people, and there's my boss, Damon, back there. Hi, Damon. Thank you guys all for coming out. Yeah, let's eat.